Continuing coverage of Ball State basketball here on ballstatesports.com. Joel Gadet continuing to introduce you to the new men's and women's basketball assistants here on campus. And today we chat with Billy Wright. First off, welcome to Ball State, but also welcome back to Indiana.
Thank you. Definitely feels good to be home in Indiana and Ball State University. You know, I really feel blessed to be here.
Talk to me a little bit about your background. Obviously, you've probably got the strongest direct Indiana ties of anybody on the coaching staff. A lot of time at Pike, but a lot of time at Ben Davis, at Richmond, if you go back through your career all the way back to when you played.
Right. Well, if you go all the way back when I played in '92, we won the state championship at Richmond High School. And, you know, when I first got here, you know, it was a kind of a mixed feeling because the old Richmond and Muncie Central battles, you know, a lot of people haven't forgotten about those good old days when the NCC was really, really tough. But the Bearcats and the Red Devils, we're all Cardinals now. So, you know, from that standpoint, it's really good to see a lot of the support that we're getting. Being from Indiana, that definitely helps with recruiting. Coaching at Pike High School, some of the top talent that's went on to play Division I, and 3 of them currently in the NBA. So I definitely want to recruit Indiana hard.
Talk to me about your days as an Indiana high school coach. And you mentioned 3 guys in the NBA, the Teagues and Courtney Lee as well. What's it like coaching in Indiana? James Whitford talks a lot about the prestige of the high school jobs, how difficult they are to get. What was it like as a coach to kind of come up through that system and be mentored by that system?
It was definitely, you know, an honor to be a head coach in the state of Indiana. And, you know, my mentors before me, Coach Steve Whitty at Ben Davis High School and Coach Larry Bullington, who played here at Ball State, were great mentors for me learning the game. And it was 2 different styles, up-tempo, press, run and jump, score at a high tempo, and that's how we played at Pike. And then Ben Davis, more half-court execution, being very, very precise with your execution and half-court man-to-man defense. So I've learned both styles and just ready to implement, you know, whatever it takes to win here.
I want to ask you another question about height differential. Of the 2 interviews we've done with the men's basketball coaches, when we interviewed Grunk, I was looking up, and now I feel much more comfortable because I'm looking straight. You were mini Mr. Basketball when you were a high school player in Indiana. It kind of goes to show that, you know, the smaller guy can still get to great heights in the game of basketball. Just maybe a little bit more work. You have to kind of fight your way at it. You look at the roster right now, you get a very highly touted freshman who I know is on campus right now, and Xavier Turner, and starting with his workouts. He's a little guy, but I'm sure the expectations are what they would be for anybody else, and you're going to hold him to that on your history, aren't you?
Well, you know, I think, you know, if you can play at any level, if you have the heart, determination, and I think with size, I won't mention the fact that you're standing on the stool, but the fact that you have to have speed. I think Xavier Turner has tremendous speed. He has a tremendous IQ, great feel for the game. So what he lacks in height, he definitely makes up with speed and toughness, and that's something that I had as a player. Not as quick as I used to be, but still as competitive as ever.
Really appreciate the time. Certainly best of luck. We'll look forward to many more throughout the years.
Thank you. You can step down now.
Billy Wright joining us here on ballstatesports.com. Stay tuned as we continue to introduce you to the basketball staffs right here on Ball State All Access.